Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible to you all? I think, hello? Hello? I think I'm not audible. Let me check my mic. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am.
Okay. Are there any more students to join? Okay. 120, 088, 109, 112, 095, 063, 075, 107, 068, 084, 025, 025, 013. 120, 088. Okay. Okay. So this is your elective, you have chosen what? Building construction practices. So let me share my screen if uh, okay. Am I sharing my screen? Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
Wait. Build. Is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So this is your building construction practices class PEC CEE L 204. Myself, I am Rabinta Demery. I'll be taking your building construction practices. Okay. What you thought and you have chosen the subject? Anyone? You have opted for building construction practice, right? So, oh, why you chose this subject? What you think? Or simply? Hmm? You needed to choose one elective, that's why. Or what? Hmm? No one. Let me close this. Okay, now you have, since you have chosen, so you have to study this. Okay, and it's a good subject, not a bad subject. Regarding the building construction practices, here what we are going to do is, here we are going to study about different building constructions. What are the different parts of a building which you need to construct, how you're going to construct, what equipments are used, all those things. In a generally, in a building construction, what are the practices, what are the terms, what are the things you need to know, all those things are present here in this elective. Okay, so okay, see, this is your syllabus. Okay, there will be 5 modules. Where's my pen? There will be 5 modules. Okay, let me see one thing. There will be 5 modules. Like the first one will go with the introduction part, with the introduction. Okay, then we have here the in introduction, first module is simple. What are the aims of this subject? Why we will be doing all those things are there. In second module, we are going to talk about the bonds in masonries, concrete, flooring, different things or the terms which are needed in your construction practices. While you are doing this construction, while you are constructing something, you are constructing a building, a house, a building. Okay, so, what are the different things you need to know about that artwork? What are artworks, basements, all the simple things. Okay, so these we are going to discuss in module 2. Okay, so next module we'll discuss is about substructure and superstructure. What are the terms related to that? What, how, what, everything will be there. How you construct a substructure, what is substructure, all those things. Superstructure, next is your superstructure. Okay, what are the techniques of those and support structures, all those things, material handling, everything will be talked here in this module number 4. Module number 5 is what? Your construction equipment. Okay, so here we'll find out all those equipments which are required for types of earthwork equipments. Okay, then we have earth movers. What are different equipments used for that? These things will be talking. Basically, we'll be talking about the equipments related to different types of construction methods or practices in module number 5. Okay, so, and you can follow the book of this building construction practices of Sushil Kumar also. Okay, let me, okay, how to type here? Sushil Kumar. You can check this book also of building construction practices. Okay, so this was your what? This is your syllabus. I'll share also the syllabus with you in this one, in the WhatsApp group. We already have the WhatsApp group of this subject, so I'll be sharing the complete syllabus, okay, the formal one, in the group. Okay, so if we start, if we give the introduction to the subject, basically what is this subject is about your, what we are going to study. I already gave you a hint like that. In this subject we are going to study about the building practices. What are the different practices, how, what terms, all those things. And basically, if we say in 2 words, what is that? This subject will be talking about the two parts of the structure. Okay, like a structure or a building is divided into 2 parts. We are going to talk in this subject mainly about this 2 parts. And what are those 2 parts? These are your substructure and your superstructure. Okay, the whole elect this subject will the practices, or all the different types of things like equipments, whether you're talking about the equipment, whether you're talking how we proceed, why we proceed, all those things is all rounded up to in these two parts: superstructure and substructure. Now, what are your, I think you already know what is substructure, what is superstructure. Anyone, do you know what is superstructure, what is substructure? Superstructure, substructure, these things I think you must have known by now. You're 6th sem, yeah. Anyone, 4th sem? Oh, sorry, 6th sem. Substructure, superstructure. Where are the participants? Arif, 061. Arif, you're sleeping or what? Arif, you're listening to me. Arif Khan, 061 enrollment. Or you went after you have
Yes, ma'am.
joined the meeting. Oh yeah, do you know what is substructure, superstructure? Any idea? If you know, you just say no problem. I'm just simply randomly asking whether you have any idea or not. I wanted to know.
Substructure is what is below the ground, ma'am,
Yeah, in
and the
a building
superstructure,
structure, no?
yes, which is above the ground, the superstructure.
Yeah, these things, yeah, you know already these things, and why you all are simply quiet? You should say no. Okay, thank you, Arif. Okay, that means you already are aware of these things. Okay, right. So this is what is your substructure and your superstructure. What is substructure? The lower portion of the building which transmits the load of the superstructure to the foundation soil is called your substructure, which takes the load of the entire superstructure. Okay, and what is your superstructure? The portion of the building which is above the substructure is your superstructure, right? That is nothing but this one below the ground, this one below the ground, this portion is your substructure where we have our foundations, basements, all those things is your substructure. Superstructure, all these parts, the first floor, second floor, everything above the ground is your superstructure. Okay, so this subject, the building construction practices, basically we'll be talking about these two, the superstructure and the substructure. What are the things we do in our superstructure? How we do, equipments used, what we do, what are the terms used here in superstructure, then on the substructure, what are the things we do. Okay, so basically this entire subject will deal with your superstructure, substructure, and this building construction practice. Okay, the weight, what is the point given here? The weight of the superstructure is borne by the foundation. Hence, the foundation should be strong enough to carry the load. Obviously, you know this thing. Since this entire superstructure is going to be above your substructure, so obviously this foundation, your foundation has to be that much strong, or that much strong enough so that it can carry this entire any number of loads which you want to construct. 3 floors, g+3, g+4, g+5, any number of floors you want to develop with the dead load, life loads, considering all the dead load, life loads. Okay, so these are your superstructure and your substructure, right? So now since today is the first class of this subject, like introduction, we're talking about the introduction part, like why we are doing. The main objective of the subject is what, the main objectives are, first of all, that is describing the working of various equipments used in the construction work. Okay, we'll be talking about the uh, we'll be talking about the works, how we do with different equipments in these two, superstructure and substructures. Then we will explain the importance of foundation and the types of foundation, etc. Then we'll discuss, the subject will give you an explanation about the superstructure and its importance. It's a very easy subject, right? So enumerate the type of construction, what are the different types of construction used in the superstructure or your substructure. The next objective is what? To describe the method of laying out the proposed construction plan. Okay, how we do the layout, how we make the layouts of the construction plan which we do. Okay, so this was the objectives of the subject. Now, if we talk about the requirements of foundation, since we're just simple short things I'll be telling you in this first class, like what are the requirements of the foundation, that is the substructure to be strong enough to take the load of the superstructure, is what the foundation of substructure distributes the load of the building evenly on the soil in such a way that that at not below the foundation the soil pressure exceeds the maximum allowable bearing capacity of the soil. That means your foundation should be that much strong so that it distributes your load of the superstructure evenly on the ground, such that your ground, the bearing capacity of the ground does not become lesser than this your load whichever is coming. Okay, okay, that means not below. Okay, not, it is written not, that means your bearing capacity must be more greater, such that it can take your all the loads which are above the super, that means above the substructure. Okay. Also, another point about the requirements of foundation is what? That it will help in strengthening the building against the lateral forces caused due to tornado. Okay, so these things you already know. That's why I said that this is a very simple and easy subject which you already know these things. Okay. Next, it will provide you strong surface for the construction of proposed structure. Okay. Then to provide the safety to the structure from flow of water and seepage. When your foundation is strong, obviously it will help you in resisting the seepage of water through so that your structure can be held properly in its place and it can take the other loads which it carries. Okay, whether it be life load, whether it be dead loads. Okay, so next slide, if we go to the next slide, what is the aim of your superstructure? Now let's see what is the aim. The aim of providing the superstructure is to provide support to the construction of building as per design plan and various okay, support in the hello. Oh sir, I'm a classer. Oh, okay. Oh, সেইটো মই আজি আপোনাক মেইল কৰি দিম, সেইটো কিন্তু দিন ছাৰৰ লগত বহি পেলাই আপুনি ডিছকাছ কৰিব লাগিব কি অ, হুম ঠিক কিন্তু কিছু Hello? Yeah. So I was sorry, actually, sir's call it was okay. Fine. So where we were, the aim of the superstructure was what? These things is to provide the support in the construction of the building as per design plan and various members of superstructure. Okay, such as your columns, beams. These are designed to provide what? The strength for carrying the dead load and life load, which are expected to come on the various parts of the structure in a safe and well distributed manner. Okay, so these are your superstructures. That means your superstructures are what will be there in the superstructure? Columns, beams. Okay, columns will be there. These are your columns, your beams, which will be designed them that they must have that much strength so that they carry all the other loads which will be on them. Okay, these are your superstructures. Then we have what are the types of construction? Construction can be of following types. Okay, which is building development or construction. Then we have road constructions, electricity distribution, water supply structure, sewerage construction, drains, etc. Okay, so types of construction you already know. These are your types: building, development, construction. The nearby roads construction, electricity. What you're going, you have to do the electricity portion also. Okay, when you're constructing a building, then you have to take care of the water supply structure. You have to construct the water supply structure also on this building which you're constructing. Sewerage systems also have to be constructed. You have your drains, proper drainage facilities has to be provided in your building construction. Okay, these are the construction practices which you need to always perform when you're constructing a structure, building, you can say. Okay, so now before we construct a structure, you have to, the first thing is what? To do the site inspection. Obviously, if you want to construct a building, first of all, first thing is what you have to do? You have to go and give an inspection to the site. You will inspect the site whether it is fulfilling your requirements or not. Then you're going to buy the plot, or if you have already buyed also, uh, or whether it is of government's place or government plot or something like that, so or others plot, you are given a charge to construct a building. What you're going to do, the first thing is you're going to visit the site and do the inspections, like whether the soil quality is good or not, where we are going to construct, what is the, if there are extra unwanted things present in the site there, those has to be cleaned off. These things, this inspections, short inspections, like the size of the buildings which you are going to make, whether it is fitting to the plot or not, according to the plot size, how much areas are left over, or how much it is used, these things. So site inspection is the very important thing when you're constructing something at the very beginning. So the aim of the site inspection is mainly what? Aims of site inspection are what? Inspection of site for foundation. Yeah, because when we go for the site inspection, you will see whether the your site is proper for your foundation or not, what kind of or what type of foundation will be required for your soil on the site. When you visit the site, you will check what is the quality of the soil present here, so that when you know the type of the soil, with the help of that idea of what is the type of soil, you are going to make this foundation. What are the different types of foundation, which type of foundation you can make, you will understand that thing when you once you visit the site, whether you want strap footing or mat footing foundation, what kind of foundation will be better for your for your building which you're going to construct here in this field. Okay, so for that, site inspection for foundation is very important. Then we have next aim of the site inspection is what? The behavior of soil. I already told you, behavior of soil near proposed wall and thickness of layer of soil deposits. These things you have to check before you construct a building, because before you construct a building you will do first the substructure part, right? This parts, substructure parts you're going to do. And this, for making this substructure, the construction of substructure, before you do that, you have to do these things in your site. These inspections you have to do. Okay, the behavior of soil, etc., you have to test. Then you have the the aim is what of site inspection? Change in soil behavior and in depth of water table. You have to check the water table also, like up to how much depth is your water table, whether what type of foundation is required, you understand by that also, and at what level your water supply will come, whether it is good for your, if you construct a building, suppose if you are wanting to construct a building here, you want to construct a building, and you, when you went to the site, you have checked that what you have got, your water table is at a very 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 deep. Okay, your water level is very deep, that means you have to, and there are different stratas also in the middle, so it is very much expensive, it will become very much expensive for you, and you will have problem in your water supply. When you need to supply water, you will have problems, you may not get waters if there is no proper this thing is done um, for water. Okay, so you have to check that also in the side, that your water table, whether it is okay or not. If there is no water, okay, beneath that, and it is very very in depth, your water is in very depth, then it is very much problematic for you, because you will need more equipments, you will need more money, you will waste more money on drilling those things, so that if hard starters are present below the soil, and then you have a water table, then you will have what, you will have more labors you will require, okay, for the water supply construction. So that things also is important in your site inspection. Direction of flow water and its drainage, this thing is also very important. Okay, movement in earth layer due to any reason, if any, because in our, you can feel like if in a place there was earthquake in some earlier periods, then you will know what are the different types of movements in the layer. Okay, one important thing here, site clearance is what? Before starting any construction work, it becomes very necessary to clear the place from the unwanted grass, jungles. Obviously, you know these things, right? So these clearances you will do. If this is a site, suppose you have this jungles here, this will have to be cleared for when you want to construct a building over here. Then you have, in case of any hilly area, suppose in this site there is some hill kind of artwork is done, or some structure is there, you have to clear these also. That means this thing, suppose this is this kind of structure, or any hill kind of structure, or any uprooting kind of structure is present with soil, you have to clear all those things before construction. Okay, once you inspect the site, you will do the site clearance by this things will be removed. Okay, okay, and if there is a pit also, it is required to fill. Suppose there is a pit here, this is a pit here, then you have to, you need extra earth here, so you will fill this pit also with earth. Okay, and then you will plane this area for what, after removing all these things, jungles, etc., clearing this site, what you will do, it will be okay for your construction, for your beginning of your foundation works, etc. Okay, only after the site clearance, layout of the structure at site can be planned. Yes, of course, because when you have these kind of things, or these things, lots of different things can be there in your site. So you have to see, there can be some large structures also which you cannot remove. So based on that, once you clear all these things, then you will get a clear idea like how much, what type of plan and what kind of structure you are going to make, how much length, breadth, height you are going to give according to the site. Okay, what are the things present in the site according to that also. So at the time of clearing of the site, it should be remembered that no tree can be removed, no tree can be removed, this is very important, without taking the permission from the appropriate authority. Okay, why? Because you know, when you do this kind of things without taking permission, there may be some illegal actions taken against you. Okay, there are different laws regarding this. Okay, in this way, clearance of site of the unwanted jungle, shrubs, trees, etc., these can be, okay, this can be removed, or it can be kept in distance. Okay, payment are required to be made. Okay, part of the agreement of the contractor. All these things are written in the agreement paper, which is required for explaining the terms and conditions. So these were basic things. Okay, so for today, let me stop sharing my screen now. Can you give me your attendance? I'll just call you. If somebody is left out, you tell me, okay? 112 is present, 107, 95, 75, 25, 13, 109, 84, 88, 120, 63, 68. Any more is left? Please tell me if somebody is left.
49, ma'am. 49.
049. Okay. Any
Yes,
more?
ma'am.
Ma'am, 61, ma'am.
61. Anyone?
18.
87.
18.
18. 018. Okay.
Ma'am, 75.
25.
No, 75.
Huh? 75.
Yeah.
Or 75 is given to.
Ma'am, 87.
67.
87.
87. Okay. 80,
66.
66. Okay.
Ma'am, 119.
119.
Ma'am, 25.
25. 025. Okay. Any more?
11, ma'am.
011. Yeah, okay. 011. 85. Where is 85? 85. 68 is given. 25. 119. 87. 011. 75. 75 I have not given. 075. Okay. I think everybody's attend. I'll call out once again. Okay, the roll number.